that Uber was aware for well over a year that they had been hacked and that driver's license information had been obtained. And so what they should have done is, as quickly as possible, notify the drivers, notify the state of the fact that there was a breach, and make amends at that point. Instead, the previous leadership under Uber did not disclose that there had been a breach, and therefore we had to take legal action to enforce our laws. The intent behind those laws is to protect people when they've been victims of security breaches, to make sure that they can make sure that they're not going to be victimized once their information has been lost. So Illinois led an investigation into Uber and ultimately made sure that we're not going to have Uber or other companies who just completely ignore our laws. The information that was accessed by the hackers is exclusively Uber drivers' license information. And it's a $148 million settlement nationwide. The state of Illinois will be receiving $8.5 million. In addition, what the company is going to do is to put in place much better security practices around their data, making sure that people are using strong passwords when they're on third-party platforms. They are going to increase their security measures. They're also going to do an overall audit of their security measures, take those recommendations and put them in place so that hopefully they don't have to be subject to one of these breaches again. So there are 600,000 drivers across the country whose information was accessed by hackers. The total amount of the settlement is $148 million. Illinois had about 34,000 drivers that were impacted. The state of Illinois is going to be receiving $8.5 million. Money is mainly divided up across the country based on the number of drivers who were impacted in the state, with some money actually going toward an overall fund that will also allow state attorneys general to continue taking the lead when it comes to doing investigations of data breaches. Here in Illinois, and there are similar statutes across the country, when personal information of somebody is accessed during a data breach, it is required that those individuals are told. So if there is any potential that there's going to be any identity theft, they can take some precautions to make sure that they are better protected. The previous leadership of Uber handled it very poorly, in the sense of the fact that they knew about this breach for over a year before it was disclosed. When the new leadership came into place, they were very cooperative and wanted to resolve this. It's a very significant settlement, certainly one of the most significant settlements we've had. But I would also say that this is one of the most egregious cases we've ever seen in terms of notification. A year-long delay is just inexcusable, and we're not going to put up with companies, Uber or any other company, completely ignoring our laws that require notification of data breaches.